If a girl leaves you and you're talking to her to go get some water, it's not good.
They're not going over well.
Not good.
They're not going over well. Welcome back, YouTube fam. We are back with Ready to Love. Tonight was episode 1. Last week was the casting special, so it was pretty good. Ready to Love, Last Resort. Again, my name is Blythe.
And my name is Brandon. And if you haven't done so already, okay, smash that subscribe button. Hit the bell so that you get post notifications so you know whenever we drop new content. Okay, give us a like button. All right, that helps YouTube know that you're enjoying our content. They'll push it out to more people, and when they push it out to more people, we have more people commenting. Okay, so hop in the comments. Okay, hop in the comments. Let us know what you think about the show so far. Let us know what you think about the couples and who got sent home, and we'll love to go back and forth with you guys in the comments. Other than that, we're gonna go ahead and get into it.
Let's go. All right, so this episode we have all of the singles from Houston, Texas, but they've all placed them in this resort in a location together, so they're gonna be there for 10 weeks.
Yeah.
So tonight was basically like, I guess like a little cocktail party. Like they were introducing themselves to each other, getting to know each other. And let's see what, 2 people went home in the end. They already did elimination.
Yeah. Pretty cutthroat.
Yeah, so it's like, what is it? Let's see, it's 10 females and 10 males. So 20 people all together. What do you think about the group, just overall, I guess?
Yeah, it's a pretty diverse group.
Yeah.
You know, like we talked about last week, you got a lot of more mature individuals. Some people pretty established, and some people have kids and previous marriages and things like that. So pretty diverse group. But you kind of started to see the different personalities start to come out in the interactions.
Right, exactly. So I guess basically it was about first impressions, like, you know, getting that first impression in.
Yeah, that's stressful, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Yeah.
I think I was like, I was having some anxiety just watching it. Like, I'm so glad that we're married. Like, I'm so glad that I'm out the game, because like,
You're not out there trying to do, yeah.
seriously, like, I think we've been married for almost 10 years, so it's like, I'm watching them and I'm like, yo, I don't think I would have any game like whatsoever. Like, I think I would have got sent home on the very first day. So I felt for, you know, the people that got sent home, you know.
Yeah, it was, I mean, some people were kind of cool. Some people were a little more out front. Some people kind of didn't really know what to say or how to carry themselves in front of people. It was a mix. It was a lot of everything. Who did we have? We had like the older guy.
Raymond?
Raymond, yes. He was cool. He was putting it out there though.
He was definitely putting it out there.
I know.
You know, so he's in his 50s. Look, he looks good.
Yeah.
Looks good. I think he's what, 52?
Yeah.
Keeps himself up. Is in shape. But he has 5 kids.
He was putting it out
and
there.
he was just kind of throwing it out there. And he was also throwing out there that, you know, he wasn't necessarily, celibate. Definitely was not celibate.
His past. He put his past out there.
He put it out there.
I mean, he said he's not that person. He's matured.
Right.
He did put it out there.
Pretty blunt with it.
I know. I was like,
How do you feel about that? Like, you know what I mean? When it comes to like first impressions, I feel like most people kind of put forth, you know, their representative for a little while.
Yeah, that's
and,
true.
you know, and before you kind of get to know, you know, peel back some of the layers of the onion. How do you feel about just putting it right out there out front?
I mean, honesty is good. I don't know if they necessarily needed all of that, though. I was like, I mean, I do like the fact he's trying to be honest, but I just don't know if all that was needed, like, right now. Like, hey, how are you doing? Like, you know what I mean? Just your intro? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not for dishonesty or anything like that, but no. I do feel like, you know, first impressions are very important, and you don't, like, your past is a part of you.
Right.
It's a part of your, a part of your story, but I don't think it has to be the story. Like when you put it,
like
you know, when you lead with it, then that's like that's the article that's on the front page of the newspaper. Like that's what people are gonna read. Like you know what I mean? I want a different story on the front page of my newspaper. And then when you get to the, you know, the back pages, all right, you read, oh, okay, this one, you know. I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah, I was like, okay, Raymond.
It didn't work too well in his favor because he was one of the last, the two people that were in danger of getting kicked off on the first night. So
he was,
there was a lot of people that were kind of turned off by that. What's her name? The lawyer. I can't remember her name.
Simone.
Yeah, he told her that. I guess she asked, what was it? She asked him, was he? Because she was touring with Tank and Genuine or something like that.
Yeah, he was leading with that with a lot of conversations.
Right, he made sure to interject that.
But she was not feeling that. She was like, okay,
she was like, yeah, so was you, you know, you was getting around like they was? He was like, yeah, I was. He was like, okay, it was nice meeting you.
She was like, next.
She was not playing.
But she was a trip because now her questions, I was like, that was not the first intro either. I feel her, but that was not the first intro. She's like, do you have a passport? Do you have a passport?
You know, like...
Now, I get it. I like to travel, too. I get it, yes. But out the gate, just, well, you know...
That's like a third date question, you know? Like, do you have... That's a
She's
third
like,
date.
you got to go. You don't have a passport.
It could be the best guy ever. Like, maybe you teach him how to travel. Maybe you show him some new things. Like, you can get a passport.
Like,
that's not a first question.
Yeah. It was kind of like, are you well traveled? Do you have money? Like, that was going a lot where that just wasn't, And she was... Go ahead. What?
And like you said, there's nothing wrong if that's what you like, for sure. Like, you know, I'm sure she's successful. Yeah. She wants a certain kind of lifestyle. She wants to travel. There's nothing wrong with that.
But the intro.
It's just not the first way you want to present yourself to somebody else. Or one of the questions, the first questions that you ask. Like, there's a lot of other, you know, things to me, asides to me.
Exactly. And that's what you remember. Who was it? The guy.
Country guy?
Yes. He brought that up. He was like... not feeling. I mean, he just wasn't feeling.
That conversation was straight trash.
Yeah, he just he wasn't feeling it at all. But let's see who had now the personal trainer, Kalfani, and was it Denise? Now they kind of had
a little connection.
They did, and she actually got a little deep, but he received it well. He was good with it.
He did, because when you go back to how much information do you disclose on the first date.
Right.
She kind of got into that she had like a domestic situation.
It was serious.
That like almost costing her a life.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Like me, but personally, I would have been like, oh, okay.
A bit much early on.
Yeah, just a little bit more than I needed to know.
I mean, she was open, she wasn't honest, but he received it.
He did.
And I was like, okay, I mean, could be something.
Good.
It could be. So, we'll see. Now, she didn't work well with Rashid,
yeah. She's
the car guy.
She's a lot. Like, she's a little aggressive. She's a little very straightforward, very blunt. A little intimidating, I think. Some guys could see it as.
Maybe a little bit.
So yeah, I guess we'll see how that works out.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know.
Rashida was like next, but so Rashid knew one of the girls.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about that.
So,
she was nice, but I don't know.
It's just weird because they went on a date previously. It's the girl who was like with the Texan. She used to be a Texan cheerleader or something like that. Apparently, they went on a date back in the day, and then after the date, she ghosted him. So I'm not sure why he's so giddy and excited.
Right, because he like went right up to like, oh yeah, and like he talked about her saying like she stuck out to him and stuff. I was like,
how'd she stick out to you and she ghosted you?
Yeah, I don't know. I was kind of like, I don't know. I just felt like, is he trying to just go for the familiar or something? Like, what's up with that? Cause
it's not familiar if she ghosted. Like, I don't know. Like, you ghost me. Like,
I know. Hey, how you doing? Nice to see you. And
I don't know.
I mean, I'll
maybe I'm too easily discouraged, but I take that as a clear sign that you're not interested in me. So I don't know. And they talked about it, and he said the timing was bad for him. She said the timing was bad for her. So maybe, but I don't know. We still gonna have to have a conversation because I don't think they brought it up. That you ghosted me. So what? We gonna have to have. But
she was feeling the 52-year-old Raymond, and he was like, "Yeah, I like the younger women."
I'm like, is she serious? But you know what? Everybody got that thing, man. You would be surprised.
That's true. That is true.
You would be surprised.
That was funny. So then I think who is it? Looks like Jay and Joy are gonna kind of have a little something.
Seem like all the fellas like Joy.
Right, but then it looks like it's gonna be something with Winter too. So I'm not sure. I just don't know what is gonna go on in this resort because it just looks like. I don't know. I don't know if it is love up in here in this resort or entanglements or what's going on. Because it feels like it's going to get crazy.
I know. Like, I just feel like... And I know they had to do what they had to do. I'm sure it was because of the COVID pandemic. So they were trying to make sure everybody's safe and everything like that and still be able to do the show. Mm-hmm. But I feel like the show is going to be compromised, man. This is going to be some... Lust Island type stuff like this.
Like
staying in the same place. It's about to be wild, man.
I know. Staying in the same place, then it's like, oh, you talking to her?
Right. There's no discretion. There's no everybody see what everybody doing. It's gonna be different.
Yeah.
It's gonna be different.
So I guess the most awkward person would have been Sam, right?
Poor Sam.
Yeah. Sam was having a hard time. He was having a hard time trying to strike up his conversation. What was he going to talk about? I just don't. Talking about, I was raised to be a prince. Now I'm trying to step into the king. I was like, okay. Will you go talk to somebody, please?
Right, you just all that you're sitting talking to yourself about how you're a prince and a king and growing into a king and your mother raised you into royalty and
go find your queen then.
Go find your queen, bro. And so he did, unfortunately, and it didn't go so well. I couldn't tell you a single solitary thing he was. I didn't know what he was talking about. The girls that he were talking to had that same energy. They're like, what?
Yeah. There was, okay. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go get me some, what's the girl with the one girl? Yeah. I'm gonna go get me some H2O.
It just.
If a girl leaves you and you're talking to her to go get some water, it's not good.
It's not going to go well.
Not good.
It's not going to go well. No, not at all. But, we also had the radio guy. He's kind of interesting.
Smooth cat.
In his suit.
They had the flamingo suit on with the chest out, with the oiled up and everything. He said
he ready for. He said he ready for a baby too. He said his clock was ticking. He ready for a baby.
Okay. All right. Well.
Right. I was like, not expecting to hear that, but okay.
Okay. It's interesting because it seems like we don't really know. We're about to be in Houston, but apparently he's a popular radio personality in Houston. It seemed like a couple people knew who he was.
Yeah, he did know some people. Yeah, they did.
So.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so the elimination, that came down to 2 males and 2 females. So the 2 females were Danny and Simone. And then the 2 males were Raymond and Sam. Yeah. So, what you think? I mean, basically, man, I really liked Danny, man. I just really liked her. I thought she was really sweet. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. She's just ready, to find somebody. But what were they saying? A lot of guys.
She gave him like the homeboy vibe.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean,
That's just not appealing.
That was my call. Like early on, they said somebody had to go home. Like, I thought it was gonna be her. I didn't. It wasn't. Well, she kind of had the homeboy vibes, and then she just seemed I don't know, just kind of desperate. Just
really?
like she really I don't know.
What What you mean, just too sweet or just too overly like eager or something?
Right. Like, you know what I mean? Like, as men, we can kind of feel that.
Oh, wow.
And it's kind of like, you know, we want to pursue.
Right.
So it's like, you know, if you just kind of seem like you're just so ready and so into it and so cool and down with anything.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's just
not gonna. Okay.
It don't really appeal to us like that. So
now, Simone, I could definitely see that because they said they felt like they was getting interrogated, and they was like, "Oh yeah, she's a lawyer." Oh, okay. I'm like, girl,
hey,
the way she just coming at them, questioning them.
You could tell she was thrown off too. She did not expect to be in the bottom two. She thought she was
That's
going
true. That is true.
Yeah, she thought she was lit.
That is true. Yeah. What about, so then the two guys, what about?
I could have called that. I definitely could have called that. I knew old
Sam.
Uncle Ray.
Oh,
Uncle Ray was.
Really?
They're 52 and you got 5 kids and you said you used to get around back in the day.
So you was like, nobody gonna be feeling
Ain't
that.
nobody feeling that. But yeah, no, Sam, I knew Sam was going on.
I know, Sam, I was like, no, it's not working for Sam. Because he can't even his conversation wasn't working out there. No. So, basically, the male was, who was the male?
Sam,
yeah. And then the female was Danny. I'm like, oh. So they sent Danny home and they sent Sam home. And so that was the first night.
I was mad awkward, by the way. Like, they just got there 5 minutes
like,
ago. They're like, you can go ahead and say your goodbyes. Goodbye? I ain't even met half these people. I just got here.
Don't even know about
They don't know me. I don't know them.
It was kind of weird.
It's kind of, I'm like, man, you could just pull me to the side if they ain't select me. You just, yeah.
Do you think they should have sent like some more people home, or was that enough?
I don't know. Like, I'm not all super duper familiar with the format of the show. Apparently it's going to get down to what, three girls, 3 guys.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're just sending 2s off every week until they get down to the 3, or I don't know how that works. But they still got mad people, and I'm ready for them to whittle it down a little bit.
Yeah, I guess they do have to eliminate it. Yeah, somehow.
I feel like they have to. And for the sake of our show, I hope they do, because it's hard to talk about all these people. I can't remember all these names.
Everybody didn't even, they didn't even, it's just an hour. Everybody didn't even really get, like, camera time, really.
I know.
So it was like, a couple of people that got camera time, so. Yeah. Well, so that was it for this week.
Yeah. I think we're still pretty much in the early stages, kind of whittling some people down. So I think we're going to, in weeks to come, we're going to start to get into, the nitty gritty.
Well, hopefully they don't really get to know each other.
I think they're going to do that.
I know.
I think they're going to do that.
Like, he's like, have fun the rest of the night. I'm like, where they going?
I can only imagine, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, who in her room and doing what?
Right.
Ooh. There's about to be some kind of resort. That's all I know.
Yeah, they're gonna have a different show this season.
Yeah, it's about to be. Yeah. All right. Well, that's it. We will. That's it for this episode.
That's right. So if you haven't done so already, if you're watching this channel, you enjoy our reviews, make sure you smash that subscribe button and hit the bell so that you get post notifications so you know whenever we're dropping new content. All right, we've got a couple different shows now. Married at First Sight is just ending, but we've got this show. We've got Put a Ring on It. We've got The Bachelorette. 90 Day Fiance hopefully is coming one of these days. All right, so stay tuned. Hit that bell so that you get post notifications, and give us a like, okay? And hop in the comments. Let us know what you thought about this episode. Let us know who you thought should have got sent home, or if they sent the right people home. Let us know. All right. Other than that, we'll see you guys next time.